Alright, so pretty cool day today. Kind of ticking off one of the goals we've had here before, which is we've got an athlete flying from Delton. It's an NBL1 boy, Fletcher. Fletcher's yet to go through a season uninjured, so he's an absolute freak, absolute monster, but he's got this limitation. That's one of our goals here before, is to try and break through these limitations and push people to their potential. So Fletcher's going to come in, we're going to do some testing, and then we're going to go through a session together and just have a bit of a note. As I'm going through the whole time, I'm assessing him, I'm looking at the way he moves, looking at the way he does things. Just going to continually gather data and then try and build a program from there so we can get him through this season unbroken and try and get him up to that next level. So Fletcher's done through a bit of a warm-up, a little bit of a tweak at the start to tailor it for himself. And now we're going to jump into our 10 metre and then the rest of our testing from there. I was just about to say how come and look at his technique, but this is probably one of the really good points, is he gets some freakish athletes, and if we'll have a look at it in a second, his technique, his upper body mechanics, probably not the best, but still to the point where he can crack a 1.5 over 10 metres. So the good thing about this is potential is massive. You can see from there, so as he's going through his run, because he's had that forward lean, he's getting this flick out mechanics. So you can see it in the video, but when he flashes all the way over, you see the recovery from his heels all the way back here. And he's got to do a lot of work to try and get up and get this knee down to the floor. So his foot striking's not the best. So again, we can get this heel recovery, so his torso is a better position. He hits from here, he gets a way better heel recovery, and then punches down to the floor. It's going to project him way further forward, way quicker. If you want, we can put a little bit lower so his toes touching the ground, so that's on prefer. And then just from there, as slow as you can. We just finished up our testing with the ScoTech performance stuff, so it's pretty good. So this is always the important aspect of it. We just grabbed a bunch of objective data, but we're also asking questions as we go through. So chatting to Fletch, who's obviously had labral tears, he's had surgery on his right hip, still labral tears on his left hip as well. He's had a family history of a lot of knee issues, so he's done a lot of prep work in his knee strength and the work that he's done there, which is showing up on his Nordics. So basically what we're looking for this is just kind of percentage discrepancies between left and right and the overall strength of it as well. So overall he's pretty good. There's some few little differences in his left and right from his jumps and his landing and stuff like that. But overall it's pretty good and he's at a pretty good base for us to build upon.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she trying to bless me like
pretty damn solid. So we just went through a bit of skill stuff, we got to the end stage of what he needs to learn, and then we regressed back to his high push to get a bit of a stimulus, just said 3 sets of 3. So now what we're going to do is put an isometric. Again, because of his hips a little bit niggly, we're going to work on a fair bit of isometric for his first phase. This is one shout out to Corey, I think it's Schlesing or Schlesing or whatever it is. He's the Phoenix Suns S&C, and it's just basically just a little bit of an isometric. So what we're going to do is just come down, so hip, upper legs on the internal rotation. So let that knee drop in a little bit, put a bit of weight on the side of the foot, and we're just going to load through. And basically what's happening is it's pulling you that way, so all that force pushing that way. So it's just a bit of an isometric for that horizontal vector, and then it's pushing, he's just going to hold that there for 20 seconds, feel a lot through his hip, because I can imagine because of the label to his glutes, hips, everything like that, just won't feel really good muscular wise in terms of like the recruitment of them.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I would've asked them all, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Popeye. She don't ride like
We're
nothing.
done now, and just because we're going to make him jump into the online combine. It's an online combine at the moment, so pretty much open for anybody to jump in and try, have a go, but manage to drive competitiveness a little bit. So interesting to see what Fletcher gets here. So it's just 20 cals, as quick as he can possibly do. So when he's ready, he's going to go.